All right, let's just get right into it. Your final exams are just 1 month away. You feel that? That's the pressure building. For a lot of you, that date on the calendar probably feels less like a deadline and more like a ticking time bomb. The syllabus looks massive, and it feels like time is just slipping through your fingers. But what if you could flip that? What if you could turn all that pressure into power? Today, we're going to break down a deadly effective system to absolutely conquer these next 30 days.
Look, let's not sugarcoat this. The source material is super blunt about it. If your exam is a month away and you're not ready, you are in danger. We're not talking kind of stressed, we're not talking you'll be fine, we're talking you are in danger of not hitting your true potential. Now this isn't to scare you, no, it's about getting real so we can build a plan to face this thing head on.
And right now, at this very moment, you are at a fork in the road. You've got a choice to make. You can be the scared student, the one who's completely paralyzed by the calendar, thinking it's already too late, or you can be the determined student, the one who looks at that exact same calendar and sees a 30-day challenge, a chance to build, to focus, and to prove everyone wrong. So who are you going to be?
Okay, so here's the thing. The solution isn't going to be found in some last-minute panic or by scrolling through motivational clips at 2 in the morning. That's not a strategy. That's just a distraction. What you actually need is a system, a clear, repeatable, and, let's be honest, a deadly effective system that you can just execute day in and day out.
All right, welcome to phase 1. We're calling this the 3-day truth phase. And listen to this, for the next 3 days, your job is not to study. I'll say it again, you are not allowed to study. Your only mission is to face the music, to drag your entire syllabus out into the open and see exactly what you're up against. This is the foundation for everything else we're going to do.
So how do we actually do this truth phase? It's a super simple 3-step attack. First, you're going to list out every single chapter for every subject. Get it all down on paper so there's nowhere to hide. Second, you're going to be brutally honest and label each one, easy, medium, or hard. But step 3, this is the genius move. For the next month, you are going to completely ignore the easy chapters. All your firepower, all your focus is going straight to the medium and hard ones. That's where you'll see the real results.
Okay, your battle plan is drawn. Now we get into the real fight. Phase 2, the daily attack. This is the long haul, running from day 4 all the way to day 23, and it's the most important part of this whole system. This is where we win the war one day at a time.
And here's your weapon for each day, a simple but powerful 4.5-hour block of time. You're going to spend 2 hours learning, 1 hour practicing what you learned, another hour revising it, and then a quick 30-minute self-test at the end. See, we're not talking about pulling crazy all-nighters that lead to burnout. This is about a smart, repeatable discipline that actually builds knowledge.
Now listen up, because this is absolutely crucial. If there is one thing in that daily block that is non-negotiable, it's revision. The source material just hits the nail on the head here. If you skip revision, you are not studying. You are forgetting in advance. Just think about that. Every time you skip it, you're basically choosing to throw away all the hard work you just put in.
So what does this look like in practice? Let's take the big subjects like science and social studies. The name of the game here is efficiency. Forget those endless 6-hour lectures. You need to find concise, one-shot summary videos or really good notes. As you go through them, you're actively underlining the key points. And then, and this is key, you immediately apply that knowledge by tackling previous year questions and working through a sample paper.
Now for maths, it's a whole different beast. It's all about one thing: practice, practice, practice. Your mission is to solve every single question in your main textbook, and I mean actually solve it, with pen and paper all the way to the final answer. Don't you dare fall into that classic trap of just looking at a problem and thinking, oh yeah, I know how to do that. You don't know it until you've done it. This is how you catch and kill those silly calculation mistakes before they cost you in the exam.
And then we've got languages, right? The biggest trap here is just passively learning. Yeah, sure, watch the video summaries to quickly get the main ideas of the stories and poems. But the real work, the thing that's actually gonna get you the marks, it's practicing your writing. Your final grade depends on how well you structure your answers, your handwriting, and your speed. You need to practice those writing sections, the letters, the essays, so many times that it becomes muscle memory.
Okay, you've been in the trenches, you've put in the hours, now it's time for phase 3, the reality check. For these 4 days, from day 24 to 27, we stop learning new stuff. It's time to stop running, face the mirror, and see what's really there by testing everything under pressure.
So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take full-length mock tests. Timer on, no distractions, just like the real deal. But, and this is super important, what are you actually looking for?
The goal here is not to get a perfect score. Forget about the score for a minute. Your job is to be a detective, and you're hunting for clues about your own weaknesses.
So what kind of clues are we looking for? You need to extract this data. Where are you losing time? Pinpoint the exact questions. What silly mistakes keep popping up over and over again? And what are your panic zones? Those topics are questions that just make your brain freeze. Remember, the goal here is to patch your execution, not to protect your ego. We're finding the flaws so we can fix them. And that brings us to the final sprint. Phase 4, the final polish. In these last 3 days, the heavy lifting is done. The pressure actually goes down, but your precision goes way up. Now it's all about sharpening the blade for exam day. Your focus is going to be laser sharp. This is not about cramming new info, it's about a high-yield review. On day 28, you review all your formulas and key theories. Day 29, you just flip through all the important diagrams and maps to reinforce that visual memory. And on the final day, day 30, you do one last, quick scan of old exam questions just to get your mind in the zone. You're going to walk in with a light mind and a sharp blade. Now, this entire 30-day system is powerful, for sure. But it's all held together by one single, unbreakable rule. A rule that, frankly, decides everything. It can make or break this entire effort.
And here it is. It's called the phone rule, and it is brutally simple. If your phone is within arm's reach while you're studying, your book is already dead. You're not focused. The method is this: 50 minutes of pure, uninterrupted focus, followed by a 10-minute break where you can do anything except scroll. No shorts, no reels, no quick checks, period.
Why is this so critical? Because, as the source material so powerfully puts it, one scroll has destroyed more futures than failure ever did. Think about that. Failure can teach you something, but a mindless scroll, it just steals your time, your focus, and your ambition, and gives you absolutely nothing back.
So we end on this question. 30 days from now, 2 versions of you can exist. One of them is walking into that exam hall feeling confident, prepared, and ready to go. The other one is full of regret, wishing they had just started today, wishing they had taken this system seriously. The choice of which one of those people is born, well, that choice is being made by you, right now.